The wait is over. The world's biggest action star is right here at Breakfast Central.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Cruise.
Benji, open the door! Open the door! Yeah, I'm trying. Oh my God!
Nominated for 3 Oscars, winner of 3 Golden Globe Awards. For more than 30 years, Tom Cruise has been one of the world's most bankable stars. Whether he's outrunning aliens or scaling the world's tallest buildings.
You're not gonna make it!
You're not helping.
Tom is box office gold, a true A-list movie star.
Show me the money!
He's been a draw card since the 80s, responsible for some of Hollywood's most iconic moments.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I feel the need for speed.
Now he's in Australia to promote his new blockbuster, a reboot of The Mummy. The film serves up a new world of gods and monsters, with Sophia Boutella as the title character and Russell Crowe co-starring as Dr. Jekyll.
You are alive because you were chosen.
Chosen? By what?
Evil. The ultimate evil.
The Mummy opens in cinemas on the 8th of June. Tom Cruise, welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you for having me.
It is so good to have you here. I can't
Thank
quite
you.
believe you're here. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. Now, we've done some numbers. Koshi's a finance man, so he makes us study.
Excellent, okay.
You are box office gold. You are it worldwide. Your movies have grossed almost $12 billion worldwide, with a B.
Wow.
It's extraordinary.
Wow.
That's bigger than Greece.
Wow.
You can buy Greece.
You are bigger than some European nations.
Wow. You know it better than I do.
So, what attracted you to The Mummy?
You know, as a little kid, I lived in Canada and Kentucky, and on Friday night, my parents did not like me watching television, you know, as a kid before going to bed, but they used to have these creature feature Friday night frights, you know? And I remember seeing the 1932 black and white Universal old monster movies. And I loved them. And I'd be terrified. And I have 3 sisters, and they all shared a room, and I had my own room because I was the guy. But I remember, you know, I would crawl into their room in the middle of the night because I was so terrified. But it transported me. And to have that opportunity, I made Interview with the Vampire 20 some odd years ago, and to have the opportunity to really make a monster movie on this scale in modern day, I got really excited by the idea. The first thing that I saw was a photo of Sophia as the Mummy. And there really wasn't a script when I got involved. But I saw her and I thought, this is a whole new idea that we can, you know, the things that we can do. And also, when you look at this film, it's going to be terrifying, adventurous, and we could create humor. It was just like, just to create a fun ride for an
It
audience.
is action-packed. Like Mission Impossible's action-packed, so is Jack Reacher. Neither of them are as action-packed as this one. It is wall-to-wall
Here we go.
action.
Yes.
Now, did you still do all your stunts?
Yes, I did, yes.
Did you hurt yourself? No, really? Because I was looking at the bus scene, you know, where you get thrown through the bus. I said,
Yeah.
that's got to really hurt.
Some of them hurt. I tell you the things that really hurt. I mean, there's real challenges, like the zero-G that we did in the airplane. That's something that I've been wanting to do in a movie for a long time.
And that looks like it was that looks
very
really
real.
like
It
you
was
were feeling
real.
the
We
G's.
flew to France. We flew to France, and on that aircraft, we built a set inside, and that's all real, what we did in that
Did you
airplane.
puke?
Luckily, I don't puke. I'm lucky. I don't get sick with stuff like that. But the crew, they were vomiting in between takes.
I bet.
But they still loved it. They all hung in there the whole time.
Tom, it's also quite scary. Like there was I had to hide behind Koshi a few times. Not joking.
Did you?
I really.
Good.
There was a few times I was like. When you're filming something like this and the zombie pops up out of the mud, do you ever get scared? Or is it just, or do you like?
I know it's there.
I know it's there. I knew it was coming to it, and I still got scared.
No, you know what? I'm so glad to hear this, because sometimes that's what we want to create, that kind of tension and that kind of fear and fun. What you do feel is, you know, with this, I like the films, there's visual effects, but it's mostly in camera, the stuff that we do. I mean, I do my own stunts, and we're doing it in camera. And you look at the beautiful sets that we're able to build. They're beautiful. You know, so they're eerie being on some of those sets.
Yeah. What's the worst injury you've ever suffered from doing your stuff? Of all your movies. I can't believe you haven't been seriously injured.
I have not been seriously injured.
You haven't broken anything?
No, I haven't. I have not. I have not. It's quite amazing. I mean,
wow.
I just have never been seriously injured. You get banged up. I take some hits. You know, when you're doing fights and you're doing stuff like there's a scene where I actually get hit by a zombie and I get taken through a wall into the water.
Yep.
And you want to do those only once. And I said, you know, as a buddy of mine, I looked at him. He's like, "You ready?" I said, just hit me hard, take me through the wall, and let's only do this once. You know, that's all you want to do. You want to do it once. And the fight with Russell, I mean, we were doing that, and we were like kids doing it. He's very strong and very skilled fighter. So, you know, but you get a little banged up when you're doing it, but no serious injuries. Listen,
amazing.
I just knock on.
Knock on wood.
What am I going to? Yeah,
we
well,
know
just
what you
knock on
mean.
wood. I'm not superstitious, but you know.
But
Listen, I'm lucky. I've never been seriously injured.
But it would be
I've never
safe-
missed a day of work in my life. I've never been late to set ever in my life.
Yes, well, this is all your co-star. The overwhelming thing that we hear when you're in town and from the people you work with is that it's not, I mean, it could so easily be all about you, that you are the biggest star in the movie, but all of your co-stars say how wonderful it is to be alongside you in a movie because it's all about them as well. You're very consultative with the crew. How have you managed to retain that at your level of
For me, it's
fame,
about the audience. Look, I want to make movies my whole life. And it's something that when I had that opportunity, I know that I feel very privileged. I get to do something that I love to do. And it's, you know, I guess you could say I've dedicated my life to it, you know? I mean, my focus is that and creating stories and traveling the world and making movies. That was always my dream, to go to different countries and make films, you know, in different countries and really learn the craft. And so I'm usually shooting a film and prepping a film or two, and then I'm usually in post on a movie. And it's not about me. You know, we're here. The story is king, and I'm here to entertain the audiences. And I feel I love the people that I work with, and they know I work just as hard on their characters as I do on.
But you're
the
so
overall
professional.
Story.
Like a lot of actors, they're living their dream, and basically, you know, some of them become tossers. They're late. They
What's a
treat
tosser?
people-
What's a tosser? What's
a loser.
wanker.
A wanker, yeah.
and they're late to everything, and it's all about them.
And it's diva.
Yeah, it's diva stuff. But it's not. You're not like that at all. You're always on time. You're generally early. Is that the key, that you treat it as a profession?
I love it, and I love the people that I work with, and I respect them, and I would, you know, I just would never do that. I just wouldn't treat people like that. I just don't treat people like that. And I really, what interests me is, you know, if you look at my movies, you see, you know, because as an audience, I want a full story. You know, you want all of these characters to be interesting, and all of them. The way I look at it is, I want to celebrate the talent of everyone involved, and give the audience a full story, and have the actors be excited. Look, and people know I work very hard, and there's a certain point where it's like, if you don't want to work hard and you don't love movies, then I'm not the guy to work with. You don't want to, and I say it to people, like when I'm hiring crew, I'm, look, you know, if you're not really passionate about this, that's okay. This story, if it's not what you want, I said, but I am, and I want to work with people, because it's such a rare art form that it just takes everybody's creative ability, you know, and when you see that on the screen, it does make a difference for an audience. And when you're doing something like that, and everyone has that passion, you know, because you know, we work long, hard hours, and it just makes a difference, you know. It really makes a difference when I'm there on set, and the actor is bringing it, and the art director, and the prop guy, and the sound guy, and everyone is working, and they know, you know, that we're going to do something special, and they take great pride in this is my country, this is my craft, and you know, when they see the film and they see how seriously I take it, and I expect that from people.
I like that. I like the way you think, Tom Cruise. Now, I looked up your Twitter the other day. I retweeted when you arrived in Australia. And I loved that your bio on your Twitter page says actor, producer, running in movies since 1981. You are renowned. You're such a good runner. Because it's very hard to run on camera. Of course, she was going to show you how hard it is, but we won't do that to you. What is the key to looking cool when you run
I don't know, man.
on camera?
It's just, I just run, you know, and then I just, first of all, I love to sprint. I've always, since I was a little kid, I was a kid that I got a new pair of sneakers and I just ran out the door into the puddles and sprint, and I just really enjoy it. I have no idea, I just do it.
Of all the characters you've been in your movies, you know, the Jack Reachers, Ethan, you know, way back to Endless Love.
Maverick,
Jerry Maguire. Which one of those... Settle.
I cannot, actually.
Which one of all of the characters you've played is closest to the real you?
I don't know.
Oh, you do?
I don't.
Oh, come on.
Come on, I don't.
Are you a romantic?
I am.
Right.
I am.
So Maverick, would you ever actually sing that to someone in a bar, like go up and do something like that?
I would do that.
Would
yes,
you?
I would do that. Yeah, I am a romantic. I am definitely, as a man, very much. I'm a romantic. I'm also a dreamer, you know, and kind of very practical, but you know, in a big way.
So, are you a reader as well?
Yeah, I like to read.
Favourite book? Favourite book ever?
No, I like reading. I like reading. I love history. I love art. I like to study. I'm always studying a new subject and really learning. I'm always pushing myself to learn something new.
Yeah.
Whether it's cinema, I'm looking at movies. You know, favorite book ever. I don't have a favorite one ever. There's many. I like historical. You know, I like autobiographical. Like.
Right.
You know, Grant's biography, you know, Ulysses S. Grant. I like history. That's why I like traveling. And my whole life as a kid, I'd see movies, and I remember seeing Lawrence of Arabia and wanting to go to the desert. I mean, if you look at...
You did it.
I know. I know. We're in the desert with there, and it's like, it's just, and we got to shoot in Namibia, which was beautiful. Those dunes are in Namibia, and you know, that kind of experience to go and work there and film, it was beautiful.
So is that how you relax?
Beautiful.
Sort of reading, escape, music?
People, like, it's, look, I know it's, people say, when are you going to take a vacation? Being on a movie is a vacation for me. It might be odd to someone to do that, but it's something that I feel very at home doing that and making movies. And, you know, I've spent most of my life in sound stages and on movie sets, but I'm reading all the time. I watch a movie, usually almost a movie a day, or at least scenes. I'm looking at it. And plus, I'm working. I'm usually in post-production, either in editing or mixing while I'm shooting a film also. So I love to read. You know, and this, as making films, it challenges you to do that, because, you know, I'll go to cities sometimes and travel around, and I'll just be inspired by the architecture, and I'll start creating stories, and then I'll go make a movie there, you know, like I did here with Mission, or, you know, with other films. I mean, I went to Japan, and then I did Last Samurai, and it took me a while to figure that out.
Can you do that these days? Is there a way you can get around town incognito and actually see the city for what it is, look at the scenery without being harassed? Can you do that?
I always do that. Sometimes I'll go in the middle of the night.
What?
I'll walk around.
Really?
Sometimes I'll go in the middle of the night and walk around, and I'll go to movie theaters. You know, I'll just put a baseball cap on and go, and I really. You know, and sometimes, you know, a bunch of people find I'll just sign, you know, you just continue. I really have...
I'd love to see you, Russell Crowe, on the hop-on, hop-off bus around Sydney. What was he like to work with?
Awesome.
He's a good bloke.
He watches the show every morning. Give him away.
Hey,
He'll be watching
he knows
this
that. He's, you know, he's someone I've always admired his talent. And I remember from the first time I saw him, Romper Stomper, and before that, you just see... He's just an extraordinary actor, and he's.
I would love to sound like him.
He's been he's got an incredible voice, and incredible power on screen.
Before we let you go, rumours of a Top Gun 2. Please say it's true.
It's true.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
When, Tom?
It's true.
When?
It's true.
Are you allowed to say when? Can you give us a hint?
You know what? I'm going to start filming it probably in the next year.
Wow.
I know.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I know, it's
You
happening.
have just made my day.
It is
Tom.
definitely
Yeah.
happening.
That is
apart,
unbelievable.
unless you want to sing to her. When you walk.
Well, don't pressure the man. Tom, if you want to. That is seriously so exciting. Do you know how many people are so happy to
I
hear
know, I
that?
haven't. You're the first people that I've said this.
Yes.
happened.
Well, thank you for that.
I'm here. You asked me, and so I'm telling you, it is going to happen. We're
I
gonna-
went to boarding school and we watched the
Did you?
volleyball scene literally every day. So thank you. Thank you. Tom, you're a big part of my adolescence.
When I go that like that.
Rick
doesn't make any
Rossovich. That
difference.
was Rick Rossovich. Yes.
Yeah, he's a real ice man.
Tom, great to see you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
Thanks for
me. It's a
coming.
real pleasure.
It
for
was
me.
terrific.
Thank you.